We have lots to talk about as it pertains to the LEC. G2 will be taking on Mad Lions, Fnatic versus Origin in the battle of that second place that's been raging all split long. In the losers brackets, it's going to be Misfits taking on Rogue, and that's where we stand. So let's first talk about G2 and Mad Lions, Tyler. This series is 1-1. G2 took week 1. Mad Lions took week 5. Mad Lions can beat G2, but will they be able to win a best of 5 series? I wonder, with that youth on the team and G2 with so much experience, is there any chance that we could see what many people would call an upset here?
No, there's no chance. I mean, yes. I mean, theoretically, I feel like the storyline's on the table, right? This super rookie group coming up, G2 going to be a bit maybe overconfident. I think the only way G2 loses the series if they beat themselves. G2, if they come in and they don't overlook Mad Lions and they take them seriously and they play to the best of their ability online in this format, G2 should win 3-0. There should be no question about it. They are more experienced. They're more talented. All around, they are a better team. But if G2 does come in a little bit cocky, a little bit arrogant, play some troll picks, maybe, try to play around, maybe Mad Lions steals one and then it, shifts the other way and we see a shocked and a confused G2 try to save themselves and they get knocked out. That's the only way I see G2 losing. If G2 takes this seriously, it should be a 3-0, no question, no doubt. Sorry, Mad Lions, you're a very good team, but G2 is a world-class team.
Emily, if you're Mad Lions, do you prefer making your LEC playoff debut without a crowd, being such a young team?
Maybe. I mean, there could be like positives and negatives to both of them, right? Because if you're like, I can't speak for the Mad Lions players, but typically if a lot of younger teams can get nervous from a crowd standpoint, but they also can draw and feed on that, right? I do think it's kind of good for Mad Lions to face G2 first. And by that, I mean, like, I feel like they can go in, no one's expecting them to win, right? So they're basically playing with house money. We've seen them have some really good game plans against G2 early, which is, again, where I think, like, if you're looking at where to attack G2, I definitely think it's in the early game, and I definitely think it's through like spreading them on the map still. Historically, some of the things that G2 has struggled with in terms of multiple TP or global comps, and then really, really aggressive early jungle pathing from like their opponent. I think those still can hold true for G2 in this playoff, especially if you can manage to attack them bot side. However, like if I'm Mad Lions, I'm going in, I'm like, we kind of know how we want to play against G2. We have nothing to lose in this matchup. And I think that's actually, even if they do lose the series, which I am also not picking Mad Lions to win this, despite the fact that I just talked about how they could. I'm definitely picking G2. I also think that regardless of the loss, they can probably draw a lot of confidence from this matchup if they can manage to, take a game or two off of G2.
Look, like I know that G2 is the best team in Europe. As far to say that Mad Lions could win this series, because I don't think that's true. But I do think that Mad Lions at least can take a game and maybe 2. But I do think that Mad Lions is very competitive against everyone in the LEC. I think that the way that they play sort of lends themselves to be incredibly competitive. And I think that the big thing for me is that this will be a series that is definitely a G2 win, but it will be a little bit closer than I think most people would give it credit for. My prediction is 3-1.